Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is lecture 5 of digital logic design. So in the previous class we had talked about gates, logic gates, and we had defined some symbols associated with each of those operations on those gates. Okay, and those symbols were very similar to our normal algebraic operations. So obviously there is a reason for that. The reason for that is that we not we a scientist named George, or a mathematician named George Boole, came up with some postulates for dealing with uh, this kind of algebra, and so therefore this is called as Boolean algebra. Okay, and there are a few postulates based on this. So postulates of Boolean algebra. Again, here this is where uh, you can say the dogma comes in logic. Okay, originally we always start with some postulates which cannot be proven. We start with that assumption. Okay, so the few postulates of, so for, so x plus 0 is equal to x. Here this plus, please understand that all these operations are not mathematical operations but Boolean operations. Okay, so the plus stands for or operation. Okay, so x dot 1 is equal to what? क्या होगा? X dot 1
X, X,
x.
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 Okay, similarly x plus 1 is equal to क्या होना
One.
चाहिए?
one,
One.
1.
One.
1.
Okay, 1 or anything is always 1. Okay, similarly x dot 0 is going to be what?
Zero.
0. Okay, and with a 0 is always going to give a 0, whether it's a 0 or a 1. Both of them, when they are ended with 0, you'll get a 0. Okay, uh, again x plus x is equal to
X,
X.
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 Okay, and x dot x is equal to
X.
X,
again x. And x plus x bar is what?
one,
One.
1.
One.
So if x is 0, this is going to be 1. 1 plus 0 is going to be 1. If this is 0, this becomes 1. So in both the cases you are going to get a 1, and x dot x bar
zero,
is going to give
zero,
you
Zero.
0.
Zero.
Okay, and x bar whole bar is going to give you what?
X.
X. When you take the complement of x twice, you come back to x. Okay, and y plus x is equal to x plus y. Okay, and xy is equal to yx. This is called as the commutative property. Okay, you might have studied this in your set theory if you have taken a course. Property. Okay, and associative, x plus y plus z is equal to x plus y plus z. So if you have x plus y plus z, whether you do x plus y before or you do y plus z as the first step, you're going to get the same result. Okay, similarly x y z is equal to x y z. This is called as the associative property. x plus x into y plus z is equal to what? क्या होगा?
X into y plus xz.
X into y plus x into z. This is called as the distributive property. Okay, you might have seen all this in normal algebra. Okay, this is not all of these. These are obviously not part in normal algebra. All of these, but these two are present in there. This is also present in normal algebra, but the one that I'm going to just write just now is not present in a normal mathematical algebra that we usually study in our schools. So x into y plus z is equal to x plus y into x plus z. You might not have seen this earlier. Okay, in a normal algebraic. Can you prove this? This one?
Yes, sir, we would expand the right hand side.
Yeah, that is the easiest way of doing it. You can expand the right hand side using this. Okay, so you'll have x into x plus z. Okay, that will give you x into x. So if you start from the right hand side, so let it die out. So r hold on a minute. I think I've lost. So your RHS here is equal to x. So we'll do x into x plus z. So we'll get xx plus xz plus yx plus yz. Okay, that is the right hand side over here. And xx is how much? X. Okay, and once you have x, yeah, plus so on and so forth, so that this can also be written as x dot 1. Is that all right?
Yes,
What do
sir.
you think? X dot x is x, which can be written as x dot 1. Okay, you have plus all of these. This also has x, this also has x, so we can take out x common. So it will get 1 plus z plus y plus yz. So 1 plus anything is
1.
1. So x into 1 is x. So this gives you x plus yz, which is the left hand side. Okay. This is called as the distributive property. And you might have studied this in set theory again. De Morgan's theorem. What is De Morgan's theorem? What is it? X plus y whole bar is equal to what? Anybody knows?
X
You might
bar
have studied
into
this
y
in
bar.
Into
union
y
and
bar.
intersection. Huh?
X bar into y.
Into y bar.
X bar y bar. Okay, so that is from sum into multiplication. Similarly, if you have x y whole bar, it will give you
X bar plus y bar.
x bar plus y bar. Again, you can prove this using. Let us prove this. How will you prove it?
The truth table.
Yeah, that is the. I don't think I have any other way of proving it, but yeah, truth table is the easiest. If you even if you don't know any of the theory, if you are asked to prove the left hand side is equal to the right hand side, the sure short way, maybe a long way of doing it, but the sure short way of doing it is to write the truth table for the left hand side and write the truth table for the right hand side. If they are same, that means both the functions on the left hand side and the right hand side are the same. So that is what we are going to do here. Let us write the truth table for example, for this one. So x y, x plus y whole bar and x bar y bar. Okay, So you have 0 0 0 1 1 0 and 1 1. So x plus y is 0 0 bar is 1. This will be a 0, this will be a 0, this will be a 0. Is that all right? This is NAND, sorry, NOR gate. Okay. The truth table for NOR gate is this. Now on this side, x bar, y bar, both of them are 1. When you multiply 1 and 1, or when you take AND of 1 and 1 is 1. Everything else is going to give you. So this is 0 and 1, 0 0 1 and 0 0 0 and 0 is a 0 again. Okay. So this column is the same as this column, so therefore left hand side is equal to the right hand side. Okay. We have already done this a little bit earlier, but let me formally write it down. This is the absorption property. Okay. So if you have x somewhere present, okay, if you have x plus any quantity containing x, okay, if you have any other terms which contain x, those terms will get absorbed into your x. Okay, so if you have x plus xy plus xz or whatever, okay, x plus xy is going to give you what?
X.
X. Why? Because x can be written as x dot 1. Okay, and you can take x common in these two and you will get x into 1 plus y, which is going to give you 1 x into 1, which is x. Okay, so this is absorption. Does anybody have a question here? Otherwise, we'll
Sir,
yeah.
sir, absorption property is related to taking out the common or basically taking out common in order to reduce the expression or the number of variables that are involved.
What do you mean? I don't understand your question.
So like in absorption property, here when
Yeah.
we took the common, the
Yeah.
y and the z term got vanished away.
Yeah.
So basically the purpose of absorption property is to make our expression simpler by taking out common and not to involve that variable at multiple places in the expression, or to reduce the number of expression variables like by doing some kind of x plus 1 is x and or x plus 1 equals to 1, like all that thing.
Means I don't understand your question even now, because that is not means there is no purpose as such. Means obviously everything has a purpose, but that is a property. Okay, and you can utilize that in any way you want. One way of that would be to reduce the number of variables.
So like if xy plus xz is given, we
Yeah.
put x into y plus z, then also
Sure.
we will call it as absorption property.
No, why?
In that case, no? Okay, sir.
No,
That was the only doubt.
that was the distributive property, no?
Okay,
X
sir.
into y plus z.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So similarly, you can write, if you write normal algebraic functions, you can also write Boolean functions. Okay, but Boolean functions represent something different. They are another way of drawing a circuit based on gates. Okay, so if I say a Boolean function is equal to, again the same function that you were probably a plus bc. Okay, let us say we have a Boolean function which looks something like this, a plus bc. What does this mean? This essentially means that there is an AND gate between B and C, and there is an OR gate between the result of that and A. Okay, so if I were to draw the corresponding circuit diagram for this, it would look something like this: B, C, an AND gate followed by an OR gate where the second input is A. Is that all right? So this is why. This is an example of a Boolean function. Okay, so these are representing the exact same thing. Okay, the equation on top or a circuit at the bottom are representing the exact same thing. Okay, another representation of this could be a truth table. Okay, so let me write it here. Truth table also represents the same function. Okay, so you have a, b, c, and y. So how many possible combinations do you have if you have three variables?
8.
8.
8. Okay, so 0, 0. So what is the sum? What is the wide output going to be based on this? क्या होगा?
0,
0.
Is going to be 0. A plus BC.
0.
BC is
0,
0. BC is 0
0.
again.
0,
0. BC is 1. So 1 plus 0 is 1.
1,
A plus BC. A 1 है तो उसके बाद कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. Once one of them is 1 when you're writing a plus, then बेटा नहीं नहीं यहाँ पे नहीं, यहाँ पे नहीं, इसे नीचे रखो, नीचे रखो, नीचे छोटा लिखो, छोटा लिखो, छोटा. So we are going to get 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. So this truth table also represents the exact same function. Okay. So there are, this is 3 different ways of writing the same function. Okay. So now where were we? So this is also equal to what? As we had previously written, a plus b into a plus c, है ना? This is a distributive property, no? Yeah. So a plus b into a plus c. So you could also write this function. You could draw a corresponding circuit. I'm going to erase this. No, leave it. Let me draw the circuit over here. So a, b, a plus b, and similarly a plus c. When you combine them together and you multiply them using the AND gate, the output is going to be a plus b into a plus c. Okay, so this also represents the same function. Okay, they are functionally equivalent. Means the results, obviously the circuits, in this case you are requiring only 2 gates, in this case you are requiring 3 gates, so on and so forth. So there are many physical differences, but mathematically these two circuits are identical. Okay, mathematically they are identical. Okay. So that is another example. So now let us try to utilize these properties to do something. Yeah.
Sir, so we would always prefer the shorter circuit, no?
Not necessarily, depends on, we'll go into that later on in the course, that why we may prefer the more complex circuit. Because see, in this case, I'll give you a hint here. So if you look at this, in this case, when the input, let us say that these two have the same amount of, so one of the most important parameters when we are talking about gates is the delay. Okay, so in both these cases, so assuming, let us say that all gates have the same delay, which is the time it takes for the input to appear at the output. Okay, in how the output changes based on when you are changing your input. So that is the time that it takes. Okay, so that is called as delay. So in this case, what do you see? If you look at this point, both these inputs will come at the exact same time. Okay, both the outputs of these two gates will come at the exact same time, assuming that these two have the same delay. Do you agree or no?
Yes, sir.
But in this case, what will happen? This input will appear first before this comes. Okay, so a crude example here, but it shows the point that in this case sometimes this may be preferable when you want, there is certain issues where you want your input to come at the exact same time, then this might be preferable as compared to this. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Do you see the symmetry here as compared to that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So let us try to use the properties that we have to, but most of the times we try to simplify it. Okay, most of the times, unless some drastic something comes up, most of the times we are trying to simplify our circuit. Okay, so that is what we are going to do in the examples that I'm going to just show you in a. So let us say a Boolean function is given to you, which is x into x bar plus y. Please try to simplify it as much as possible. It means reducing the number of terms.
X,
X,
Huh?
Y.
X, Y.
into
So x into, this is going to give me x into x bar plus xy. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
And what is x bar?
0.
0. So it is going to be xy. Okay. Now another example. Let us say x plus x bar y. What will this be?
X plus Y.
So we can use the distributive property again. Distributive property is going to say that this is x plus x bar into x plus y. What is x plus x bar?
1.
1. So 1 into x plus y is x plus y. So another example, x plus y into x plus y bar.
X.
X.
So you can apply the distributive property in the opposite direction now. So you have x plus x bar into, sorry, x plus y into x plus y bar. So if you do the opposite, you'll get x plus y into y bar.
Y bar.
Okay, so x plus y into y bar, which is going to give y into y bar is 0, obviously. So you'll get an x. Another example, let us do x plus y, y, x bar z plus yz. Anyone? It is very complicated. I also could not come up with it on my own, but in any case, I'll give you the hint. So sometimes making things more complex and then coming back makes our life easier. So I have made it a little more complex than what it previously was. Now can you solve it? So you have xy into 1 plus z. Is that okay? I have taken this term and this term. Okay, combine them together. So that is going to give me xy 1 plus z. Is that all right? And then
X,
I can
Y
take
plus X bar Z.
x bar z. I can take common, and that is going to give me
1 plus Y.
1 plus y. ठीक है? I have taken these two into the second term. Okay? So 1 plus y and 1 plus z is obviously 1, both of them. So you get x y plus x bar z. ठीक है? Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Obviously, trying to come up with this is not really intuitive. Okay, there is no, you have to know it in one sense to come up with this, or so not a really very good method of doing it, but in a couple of minutes we'll come up with a more systematic method of solving these. Okay. So to expect a computer to come up with this is almost impossible. Okay, human beings may come up with it, but a computer, without programming it intentionally for a specific case, it is almost impossible for the computer to come up with this kind of logic. Okay, so we want to make it programmable, so we'll come up with a defined algorithm to solve this. Okay, so I'll go into that in a moment. Yeah, let us do that. Why wait for a moment? So that is the method that we are going to just describe in a couple of minutes is called as Carnot map. Okay, we also call this as in short form as K map, not K pop but K map. Okay, so in this particular example, so let us say that this is capital A, this particular function that we are talking about, capital A is equal to xy into x bar y plus yz. Okay, so how many variables do you have here? How many variables in the function?
Three.
Huh?
Three.
3 x, y and z. Okay, so we'll try to write the truth table in a different form. Okay, so we have one variable x, and on the other side we are writing y and z. What are the possible combinations for y and z? How many combinations do you have possible for y and z?
Four.
4. Okay, so 0 0 0 1. Now instead of writing 1 0, we'll do something else. We'll write 1 1. Okay, and 1 0. So when you are going from one box in any direction, either the horizontal direction or the vertical direction, only one bit changes at a time. Okay, so that is a specific thing that we do. And on the vertical side, we have x, which can have two possible values, which is 0 and 1. Okay, so now we'll write the truth table in this format. Okay, so let me write the truth table in a normal format first: x, y, z. Okay, and a. Okay, what is the truth table of for x, y, z? 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 1 1 1 0 0 1 0 1 1 1 0 and 1 1 1. Okay, so please write write that over here. इसका क्या होगा? 0 0 0 पे the value is going to be 0. 0 0 1 पे what will be the value?
1.
It will be x bar
1.
z will become 1. Okay, now again 0. Yeah,
1.
then it will be 1 x bar z. Yeah, 1. Then 1 0, huh?
0 sir, 1 here.
1 0 0 is x is 1, and okay, so 0 again. 1 0 1
0.
x y x bar z is also gone, and this is also 0. Then 1 1 0. Please understand that we have no knowledge of this, so please do not use this to, although the answer is going to be the same, but I don't want to intentionally look at this. Just look at this. So 1 1 0 x y becomes 1. Okay, and 1 1 1 obviously is going to be 1. Okay, so now we'll try to write this truth table in this K map form. Okay, so the input for this particular box, the input is 0 0 0. ठीक है ना? 0 0 0. Okay, what will be the output in this case? क्या होगा output? 0. In this case it is 0 0 1. The output is 1. Then 0 1 0 0. This is the box corresponding to 0 1 0. The output is what?
0.
क्या output है?
Zero.
0. ठीक है? Now corresponding to 0 1 1, the output is 1. ठीक है? Now 1 0 0 के corresponding output is 0.
0.
1 0 1 के corresponding output is again 0. 1 1 0 के corresponding output is 1.
1.
And 1 1 1 के corresponding output is also 1. Is that all right?
Yes, sir.
So now we will try to combine the ones. Okay. So the way we combine these ones is that we'll try to make as big boxes as possible. Okay, corresponding to, so in, but those boxes have to be 2 to the power something. Okay, you can make a combination of 2, you can make a combination of 4, you can make a combination of 8 and so on. Okay, but you cannot make a combination of 3. Okay, or 6. Okay, the combinations have to be 2 to the power something. So in this case we have a combination like this. We can make a combination like that. Okay, which will contain, this contains 2 ones. We'll forget about the zeros, we only worry about the ones. Okay, and we'll make a combination like this. Okay, so what does this term correspond to? When I'm making a combination like this, what is happening here? A stays, if you look at this particular combination, what is happening here? A stays constant, sorry, x stays constant at the value what? What is the value of x?
1.
X stays at 1. ठीक है? And what is happening to y?
Constant.
What is happening to y in this combination?
Y is 1.
Like one.
Y is also same, okay, at all times, which is 1. Okay, so we have x and y, okay, which both of them are 1. So we'll write them as they are. Okay, if x and y were zeros, then we'll take a complement of that. Okay, so it will become clear in a few, we'll do couple more examples, so it will become a little more clear. So this term corresponds to xy. Okay, in reality it corresponds to what? If you were to look at the individual terms, what were the individual terms here? What were the 2 individual terms?
X, Y, Z,
XY,
and
Z,
X, Y, Z.
x y z was this term, and this term was x y z bar. Okay, so when we are combining this, what we are doing, we are effectively doing a sum of these two. Okay, when we do a sum of these two, obviously there is going to be one variable which is going to be present in 2 different forms, because we have one variable. When we are moving from one box to the next box, at least one variable has to change. Okay, so one variable will exist in both of its forms. Okay, so z is existing in 0 form as well as the 1 form, z plus z bar. What is z plus z bar going to be?
1.
What is z plus z bar?
1.
1. So we are going to effectively, when we make a combination of 2, okay, when we make a combination of 2 such boxes, what do? We effectively eliminate one variable. Okay, and which variable gets eliminated? The variable which changes its value. Okay, in this case x is not changing its value, y is not changing its value, the only thing that is changing its value is z. So we'll get rid of z. So we have effectively eliminated z. Okay, so z is gone. So we have x y from this combination. What is the term corresponding to the combination at the top?
X bar Z.
X dash Z.
It is going to be, in this case, x is constant at 0, so we'll write x bar. Okay, and z is constant at 1, so x bar z. So your A, capital A, becomes equal to this, which is same as this. Okay, so
Excuse me, sir.
yeah,
Sir, like we are taking convention, like if there is 0, then we will consider it as x bar, and if it is
Yeah.
1, then we will take it as x.
yeah.
And sir, I want to ask one thing, sir. How we are writing like in the lower line, like 1 as x y z, like why we are writing this as x y z?
This one.
No, sir. In the second row, third one, like we have pointed one as XYZ and
Okay,
another
this
one
is
as
XYZ.
XYZ bar. Yes, sir. How we have written this as XYZ?
Okay, let me tell you in a moment. Let us start from this. So we'll write something called as the canonical form. Okay, so that will make you it clear to you guys. Canonical form. What is canonical form? That every term should contain all the three possible variables. So in this case we have three variables, so every term should contain all the variables. Okay, that is canonical form. Okay, so what is that? In this case, how can we ensure that that is going to happen? Batao?
So like in 1Z plus Z bar.
Yeah, that is what we're going to do here. So we're going to xy into z plus z bar. Okay, so this term has been converted into a two three variable terms. ठीक है? Similarly, x bar z इसको थ्री वेरिएबल टर्म में कन्वर्ट करना है तो कैसे करेंगे?
Y plus Y
Y
bar.
plus Y
We
bar.
write y plus y bar. Okay, and finally yz into x plus x bar. So you'll get the following terms: xyz plus xyz bar plus x bar yz plus x bar y bar z plus x y z plus x bar y z. X ये दोनों टर्म्स रिपीट हो रहे हैं. ओके, एक्स वाई जेड इज बीइंग रिपीटेड ट्वाइस. सो व्हाट डू वी डू? दो बार तो नहीं लिखेंगे ना, एक ही बार लिखना बहुत है.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so we'll get rid of this. Similarly, x bar y z is being repeated twice. ठीक है या नहीं?
Yes, sir.
X bar y z. Okay, so we get rid of that. So we effectively have four canonical terms. Okay, four terms in this form. Okay, this is also called as the standard sum of products form. Okay, standard sum of products form. Okay, what is it? It is a sum of products, and each of those terms, each of those products contains all the three variables. Okay, so you have this situation. Now if you look at this truth table, what is it effectively doing? ये truth table क्या कर रहा है? This is sum of products. Okay, and if you look at them, they are all mutually exclusive. What do I mean by mutually exclusive? That if one of them is 1, the others are going to be 0. ठीक है ना? अगर ये 1 हो गया तो बाकी सारे 0 होने ही चाहिए. Do you agree? Look at it.
Yes, sir.
See,
Yes, sir.
this is x, y, z.
Yes,
This
sir.
can be 1 only when x, y and z all are 1. If all of them become 1, then what is going to happen? This is going to become 1 and all of them are going to become 0 because all of them contain at least a z bar term, one z bar term. Okay, all of them are going to become zeros. So the way we have written this, only one term becomes 1 at a time. Okay, one of these terms becomes 1 at a time. Okay, and as soon as that becomes 1, it does not really matter because 1 plus anything is going to give me 1. Okay, so this is, you can looking at this, you can just immediately write your truth table. Okay, so your truth table, forget about this. Okay, we do not know anything about the truth table, we do not know anything about this function. Just look at this and immediately fill this truth table up. So the places where you will get a 1, the places where you will get a 1 is where your x, y and z are 1. Okay, x, y, z is 1, then you will get a 1. Okay, next one you are going to get is when x is 1, y is 1 and z is what?
0.
0. So 1 1 0. So here you get a 1. Now in this case x is 0, y is 1, z is 1. So here you'll get another 1. Finally this is 0 and this is 0 and z is 1. So 0 0 1 is going to give you a 1. All other terms are going to be obviously, अब हमारे पास 4 terms और बची हैं ना अभी, those which are not present over here. Okay, there are 4 other possible terms possible, 4 other terms possible from 3 variables. Okay, which are not written here. So what is that going to give me? वो उनकी वैल्यू क्या होगी? अगर मैं उनके कॉरस्पॉन्डिंग कोई भी इनपुट लगा दूंगा यहाँ पर तो क्या होगा?
0.
Zero.
We'll get a 0. Please understand that all of these 8 terms are mutually independent of each other. If one becomes 1, all the other terms, all the remaining 7 terms are going to be 0. Okay, so we know that those terms are not present here, so they will be going to give me corresponding values are going to give me a 0. ठीक है, क्योंकि यहाँ पर वो terms present ही नहीं है, तो उनकी वैल्यू जब 1 होगी, इन सब की वैल्यू 0 होगी. Okay, so looking at this again, you can fill this up. ठीक है, looking at this you can fill this up. इसको फिर से भरो जरा ऊपर वाले को. Let me erase this and write it again. So you have x, y, z, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1 and 1, 0. Okay, so what are the places where I should put 1? And from now on I will not write a 0. 0 is understood. If the box is empty, I mean 0. Okay, so the only thing that I am concerned about here is the ones. Okay, so what do I do? X, y, z. X, y, z is 1. What does that mean? X, y, z is 1.
All three.
ठीक है. What is the second term? X, y, z bar. X, y, z bar. This is 1. Similarly, x bar, y, z. X bar, y, z is 1. Then x bar, y bar, z is 1. ठीक है. Now I want to make combinations. So this term corresponds to, when I am writing 1 here, I implicitly assume, implicitly mean that this is this corresponds to the term x bar, x, y, z bar. Okay, so when I make a combination like this, what am I saying? I am saying I am making a combination of x by z bar plus x, y, z. Okay, if I make a combination like this, what should happen? We can take common x, y can be taken as common, so we'll get a z plus z bar. Z will be eliminated. Okay, so this combination will give me the term where x is not changing, x stays at 1, so x into y stays constant at 1, so we'll get a xy. Okay, now this gives me what? क्या दे रहा है हमें ये? हम ऑलरेडी लिख चुका हूँ मैं इसको, लेकिन दोबारा कर रहा हूँ, कोई नहीं. So we have x bar and what? Y is changing between 0 and 1, z is not changing, which is z is 1. So we'll get a term xz. Okay, so these two combinations are enough to take care of all the ones that are present in this. Okay, but you could possibly make a combination like this. Okay, you can possibly make a combination like this. Obviously it is not going to give you the simplest solution. The simplest solution is going to be, the simplest form is going to be what? Once all the ones are covered, you are good enough. Okay, once all the ones are covered, you are good enough. But if you want to add additional terms, it is not going to be wrong. So what does this term correspond to? ये जो हमने combination बनाया है.
YZ.
It is going to be yz, because yz stays fixed at 1 and x changes between 0 and 1. So this will be yz. So if you look at the original expression में क्या है? क्या है यहाँ पे?
YZ extra.
It's the exact same thing. Okay, the combination of these three. But this, if you look at the K map, you know that this combination is not required. Why do you not require that combination? Because why? Because all the ones are already covered. All the terms are already covered into what we had already previously written. Just by using just these two terms, all the ones that were present in our canonical form have already been covered. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So that is the basic concept of simplifying functions using K-maps. We still have.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, but making this K-map was not necessary, because if we form the canonical form, straight away the expression xy plus x bar z is coming.
Yeah, you're right. K-map is just another way of writing this canonical form. That's all. I agree with you. But we are not going to do that. We are not going to write down the K-map canonical form every time. We'll just look at this function and directly fill the K-map and just do it. That will make our life easier. Let us do that.
Sir.
Okay, let us do an example here.
So, sir, when we are doing this, the best way is to take the two adjacent values and form a pair of two, because
Hey,
that will give us the simplest form instead of taking a pair of four and all.
no, not necessary. Let us do an example so that it becomes clear. Let us do one from here itself. So let us say y is equal to let us say we have something like this. Okay, we have these three terms, or let us say we have this. Okay, a plus abc plus bc. We have no idea about any of our previous rules that we know about. Okay, let us say we have no idea. We just apply k map directly over here. Okay, so let us. How many variables do you have in this k map? How many variables do you have here?
Three variable.
Okay, so we'll make a 3 variable k map abc 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0 and 0 1. Okay, so when I say a, what do I mean? How many boxes should I fill up over here when I say a? How many boxes should be filled corresponding to this a?
So 4.
Four.
So
Wherever
all
A
the
is
places, so this means that all the places where a is 1, your output should be 1. Okay, so we do not have to write the canonical form. Just look at this and you will fill all the places where a is 1. Okay, so all the places where a is 1 is what? This, 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 and this. So 4 boxes will be filled up. Is that okay? Is that all right? Or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now look at this term, which is ABC. ABC is what? When your input is 1 1 1, 1 1 1 is already 1, so it does not really matter. Okay, 1 plus 1 is going to give you 1. Okay, so it does not really matter. If it's already filled up, then you don't have to fill it up again. You don't do 1 0. Okay, it will stay at 1 because 1 plus 1 in Boolean is 1. Okay, so this stays at 1. Now the next term is BC. What does that mean? B and C both are 1 and A can have any values. Okay, B and C both are 1. This is the place where B and C both are 1. Okay, and A can have any value. So what do we do? A can be, so this will be 1 here and 1 here. This is already filled with 1, so it will stay at 1. Is that all right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now what do? You'll try to make, you'll start with the biggest combination possible. What is the biggest combination possible here? Where 2 to the power something.
1.
Huh?
2 to the power 2.
2 to the power 2. So you'll combine all these ones together. Okay? When you combine these ones together, what do you get?
A.
You will get an A, because B and C both are changing between 0 and 1. Okay, so you will leave, this will leave behind an A. What is the remaining thing? You will have this
Combination
one
of
remaining.
two.
You have this one remaining, but again, even to consume this one, you will try to make as big a box as possible. Okay, so what do? What is the biggest possible box that you can make using this one?
2 to the power 1.
Okay, so this is the biggest possible box that you can make, 1 1 box. Okay, where B and C both are 1 1 and A is changing between 0 and 1. So this corresponds to BC. Okay, so this is going to give you A plus BC. Obviously in this example it was very straightforward. You could have just looked at this and you could have done it, but that's not the point. The point was to illustrate how we do this directly from looking at this equation. Okay, we do not have to write the canonical form. Okay, that is implicitly when we are filling this up, that is implicitly understood that we are writing the canonical form in a different way. Okay, is that all right? Any questions? Let me do one more example of this. So you have a bar c bar plus a b c plus a c bar. Okay, try to simplify this. Using K-maps. A, B, C, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. So look at the first term. What is the first term? It is A bar, C bar. D can have any value. Okay. So A bar, C bar, which is A is 0 and C is 0. A is 0, C is 0 here. So 1 here. And A is 0 and C is 0 over here. Okay. So 1 here. So corresponding to this A bar, C bar, we have two ones. One here and one over here. Is that okay? So A, B, C, all three are 1. Okay, A, B, C, 1. Okay, so you'll get a 1 over here. And finally, what do you have? A, C, whole bar. No, not whole bar, sorry. A, C bar. A is 1 and C is? क्या है C?
0.
C is 0. A is 1 and C is 0. C is 0 over here and C is 0 over here. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. Now please understand that the way we are combining these boxes is that the bits, when we are going from one box to the next box, okay, the number of variables that are changing is only 1. So if you look at this box and this box, what do you see? How many bits are changing between these two? This box and this box. यहाँ से यहाँ जाने में क्या कितनी bits change हो रही हैं?
1 bit.
Only 1 bit is changing. Okay, so your B is changing from 1 to 0. Okay, so we can also think of this as a circular sort of, not only circular, but when we'll talk about on this when we'll talk about 4 variables, then you'll see that it is circular in this direction also. Okay, so you can make a wrap around like this, and we can make combinations like that. So how many bits can be combined? How many boxes can be combined here?
4 box.
4 boxes. Okay, these two and these two. So we can make a combination like this. Okay, so think about this as wrapped around. Okay, so what is happening here in this combination? What is changing? Everything else is changing except what?
C.
C stays at 0. So except C, everything else changes. So obviously those will disappear. The only thing that will remain is C. And what is the value of C? Which is 0. So we'll leave. So this will leave behind a C bar. So this corresponds to a C bar. Okay. Again, we are left with a single one. We'll try to make as big a box as possible with that single one. So we can make the box that is possible is this one. Okay. So this is C bar, and this is going to be what? What do you have here? Your B stays constant at 1 and A stays constant at 1. So we'll have AB. Okay. So C bar plus AB. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
So that is all we have for today. Those who want to leave, they can leave. If anybody has a question, I'll answer that.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, Akshat.
Yeah, sir. If like only one bit is changing, then we can have like this circular cycle type of thing.
Yeah.
And sir,
No. Please understand that the way we have built it, this and this both have only one bit changing. Okay, that is the way we have designed it.
Sir, what if we do not consider it like do not do this method and make two separate two separate circles, two separate blocks, like one?
It will not give you the simplest solution, but let us do that. Let me show you.
So, but
There is-
it can give a solution which can be simplified easily.
Yeah, but but why do we need to do that? We already know something that we can combine these in this manner. But we can, let me indulge Akshat for a moment and make these two combinations. Okay, what is this going to give me? ये क्या देगा मुझे अक्षत? ये क्या देगा?
Sir, BC.
B C थोड़ी देगा, B बार C बार देगा ना?
Oh, sorry sir, so B bar C bar, B bar C.
ठीक है, B बार C बार देगा, और ये वाला क्या देगा?
Yes sir.
ये क्या देगा?
Sir, it would, sir, B C bar.
B C बार. अब हम क्या करेंगे? C बार कॉमन ले लेंगे तो क्या बचेगा हमारे पास?
हाँ, C bar ही बचेगा.
ठीक है ना?
Yes sir. Thank you sir.
ओके.
सर यहाँ पे अभी आपने जैसे 2 लिए थे सर AB के लिए, उसको भी हम पूरा सर्कुलर कंसिडर करके वो 3 ले सकते हैं सर, मतलब
नहीं,
लेफ्ट
3 नहीं
साइड
ले सकते ना, वही तो बात है. 3 लेके फायदा नहीं होगा ना, तुम बात समझो. हम 4 क्यों ले सकते हैं? क्योंकि हमें सारे कॉम्बिनेशंस मिल जाएंगे, 2 वेरिएबल्स डिसअपियर हो जाएंगे उसमें से. 3 लेंगे तो वेरिएबल को डिसअपियर नहीं हो पाएगा ना, तो क्या फायदा है उसको कॉम्बिनेशन को लेने का?
यस
नहीं आया
सर.
समझ में?
ओके सर.
इज दैट ओके?
यस सर.
Okay. So four are going to make, if you combine 4 of them together, it is going to make 2 of your variables disappear. Okay, if you combine 8 of them, you are going to disappear, 3 variables will disappear. If you combine 2 of them, 1 variable will disappear. That is how it is working.
Sir, excuse me sir, I have
Yeah.
also one thing. Sir, what is the difference between 2's complement and 2's complement form? Sir.
I discussed it in the last class, but let me say it again. So if I am saying take 2's complement, okay, when I say this, take 2's complement, do not apply your brain. Okay, just take 2's complement of whatever I have given you. Okay, just do that. Okay, do you understand? Do you understand that
Yes
much?
sir. Yes sir. Yes sir.
Okay, when I say please write 2's complement form of something, okay, then you have to start applying your brain. If I say please write the 2's complement form of +7, what do? You write 0 1 1 1.
Sir, got it. Sir, got it. got
Okay,
it.
if I say
Sir,
please
what
write the
is-
2's complement, please write the 2's complement form of -7, you will take the 2's complement of this. Okay, and
Yes
write
sir.
it
Sir,
down.
got
Okay.
it. Sir.
In
Thank you,
place
sir.
of decimal number, if we have given the binary, so what we will do? And we are asked to find the 2's complement form of that binary number. Means in place of +7 or -7, it's
Yeah.
just written 0 1 1 like that. So what we will do? What we will
And
understand?
it is already in 2's complement form. What is there to write? I think you are thinking about it like in high school or something like that. Please understand that it's not, most of the questions are not trick questions. Okay, so don't worry about it too much about these
Sir?
semantics. Yeah.
सर अगर हमें कहा जाए कि 2 नंबर्स को मल्टीप्लाई करो, एक नेगेटिव है और पॉजिटिव है, यूजिंग 2's कॉम्प्लीमेंट, तो सर हम ऐसे कर सकते हैं ना कि जो नेगेटिव नंबर है उसको हम पॉजिटिव कंसिडर कर लें, उसका 2's कॉम्प्लीमेंट लिख के दोनों को मल्टीप्लाई कर लें, और जो फाइनली आंसर आ रहा है हम जानते हैं कि वो आंसर नेगेटिव ही आएगा, तो फिर हम वापस से उसका 2's कॉम्प्लीमेंट ले लें, मतलब 1 1 1 से माइनस करके फिर उसमें 1 ऐड कर दें.
No, that is a valid way of doing it, but that, directly multiplying through 2's complement is also a valid way of doing it.
So sir अगर हम 2's
But
कॉम्प्लीमेंट
that will not work. You will have to make some modifications to the algorithm even if you want to multiply 2's complement directly. Okay, if you want to multiply the 2's complement forms directly, then you have to make some modifications. I'll give. What is your name?
सर प्रफुल्ल.
Yes, Praful. It is your homework exercise to come up with come up with an algorithm so that when you multiply 2's complement numbers, they should give me the correct result in 2's complement form.
ओके सर. सर मतलब
Directly without doing anything else except just multiplying. Okay. So please come up
okay.
with the algorithm. This is your specific homework exercise, and I'll ask you on Friday. Okay.
ओके सर. सर मतलब डायरेक्टली नहीं कर सकते कि 2's कॉम्प्लीमेंट लिया मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं, कोई सेपरेट हमें
डायरेक्टली करेंगे हम, लेकिन कुछ मॉडिफिकेशन करने पड़ेंगे हमारे 2's complement फॉर्म में. मतलब नंबर ऑफ जीरोज हिंट दे देता हूँ तुम्हें, नंबर ऑफ जीरोज या नंबर ऑफ वंस को चेंज करना पड़ेगा। ठीक है?
अच्छा, और सर एक और क्वेश्चन था सर, जैसे आप बताए थे ना अगर टूज कॉम्प्लीमेंट लेने के लिए कहा जाए तो डायरेक्टली ले लें, तो जैसे आपने +7 का यहाँ एग्जांपल दिया और कहा कि इसका टूज कॉम्प्लीमेंट बताओ, तो सर पहले हम उसको 0 1 1 लिख देंगे, फिर उसको 4 टाइम्स 1 से सब्ट्रैक्ट करके उसमें +1 कर देंगे।
हाँ,
ओके सर, थैंक यू सर।
we means whenever you're trying to convert to two's complement, please add a 0 in the beginning. It will make your life much easier. You don't have to worry about anything. Okay?
Otherwise it will create confusion like
Yeah,
whether it's
yeah.
Okay sir.
Okay.
Thank you sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Bye bye. See you on Friday. Do not forget your exercise प्रफुल्ल। भाग गया वो, लेकिन उसको
नहीं
बता
सर, यहीं पे ओके सर।
दो। Okay. Bye.